Well, I tell you what, I think I bit off more I could chew with this one. But this is a 2011 Nissan Maxima. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due before I start talking. I'm gonna try to cut down to 10 minutes. You know, I'd like to talk. But Alex Mayozini or something like that. But I'm gonna put a picture of his channel, like in a screenshot or something, and show you his channel. But I was like, man, I looked at the labor time. It was like 15 hours to do this motor, and I'm like, I'm not going through the bottom. I'm not. So here's the thing. I'm thinking, I know for a fact I can go through the top. I took some measurements of the motor and stuff, and I'm like, I know I can go through the top. Now, what I did was I went scouring around the internet like everybody else do on YouTube, and he stated, well, once you take off the engine mount, the transmission mount on the bottom there, you should be able to have enough room in that tunnel to move the transmission and be able to clear this area here. And I was taking measurements, man. I ain't no mathematician. I'm like, I can do this, and we're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna put the camera up, and screw around with this, and that was a long F, and try to get this motor extracted. So, and I'm gonna tell you this, I think I'm about 6 hours in of pulling this motor, but real quick before I show you that, hopefully this motor can be extracted or excavated from the top. I did leave the AC compressor on. I left the alternator on. You should know I should be a pro of getting this stuff out. The other 2010 Maxima. This is not the same one what I did the alternator on. I left the power steering pump on, and I left as much on as I could. And of course the exhaust down pipes are loose. Transmission, all that stuff. The harness laid over to the side over there. So, and the cowl, pull that out. That wasn't bad at all. So I just got everything laid off to the side. So let me see if I can get this extracted, and we'll go from there. So it looked like I'm gonna have to, let me see this blower mount. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace those. I'm gonna have to pull off this. I never understood what these were for, because I mean, these brackets don't do anything. These mounts here. I think I asked somebody that question a while ago in one of my comment sections, but it's just like a weight. I don't know if it's for as far as torsion or twisting distribution or something. I don't know, but I'm gonna remove this. Like it's 214 and 13, whatever the hell this is. This has some odd sizes, and I should be able to move this transmission forward. Yeah, they're out here. Loose. The good thing is the radiator sits so far in the front, you don't have to worry about damaging it. I've seen some guys online take out that bolt bit, that's fine. Still got plenty of threads. Take off the front clip. I'm going through all that. I'm gonna creep this forward. Oh shit. Walk this forward, gradually pick it up. Getting this little as much room as I can. Definitely want to take the hood off when I put it back in there. I wasn't too terribly destructive. This was the biggest problem right here. That is the problem. The compressor was hitting up on this. That's why I put a deeper angle in it. That right there is where the oil filter adapter was hitting. So that helped a lot when I put a deeper angle. And you saw how I was angled. I was able to clear that area and get it pulled out. While it's out, I'm definitely going to recommend the customer replace everything that needs to be replaced, like this motor mount here in the front, and probably this mount here at the bottom. That looks worn, but definitely we got to replace the upper one. But at least that one, the front and the right side mount. Let me show you. So I got the compressor, that compressor still on there, power steering pump still on here. Like I said, that was hitting. Turn this light on. That was hitting there, but this is, I mean, I'm getting another motor. Now to let you know what happened with this motor, it ran fine, perfect. It was just knocking. After it warms up and get at normal operating temperature, you snap throttle, cluck, 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 cluck. It did have like, I want to say it had timing codes or something at one point. So I'm gonna pull all the accessories off. Definitely separate it from the transmission today. If you want to, let me get it together and I'll do an aerial view, look over some things, point some things out, just in case somebody will need a aerial view of this motor. All right, so here's the motor, the engine. Now this is a 13mm bolt hole I had used there, so yeah, it's seen better days, and it was working fine until I had to force it out at some points, and that's why I started bending. I think we'll be all right. Definitely gonna put a new bolt in there when I put it back in there. So looking at the back, we're in the back of the engine here. Let me lower it. So we have the front where the dipstick is. This should be bank 2. This is the closest one away, well, the next furthest away from the first bank. So we got timing cover here. This is gonna be bank 1, and bank 2 is in the front. So we have the lower intake manifold. Got the injectors here. We've got the valve cover. We got ignition coils. 2 cam sensors per bank. Another cam sensor here. 2 cam sensors there. So this is going to be our bank 1 in the rear. Cam sensors for the bank 1. Now I know with Honda is 1, 2, 3, and the front is going to be 4, 5, 6. But I don't know as far as Nissan. I'm not sure if there's like 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6 in the front. So don't hold me on that, because I can work on so many vehicles. Can't remember every firing order. We got our PCV system, PCV valve. I'm gonna have to replace this. This had collapsed. So I'm not sure if that had any influence on the vehicle failing, but I highly doubt it. I mean, if this collapsed, it still has another PCV system in the front here. So there's no excuse. So we'll see our cam sensors. The valve covers on here look like they were replaced already. We have at the back, we've got our upstream O2 sensor. Down at the bottom, there's the bank 1 sensor 2. Obviously, we got the power steering pump. You have what is this? Oh, I don't know what this is. I'm about to pull this out. We'll pull this out, see what it is. I don't know if it's related to any of the active, well, it's probably related to the actuating components. And it's probably related to the intake actuating system. So we'll pull that out, see what that is. And we got an oil control valve down here for the bottom. So I'm not sure if they control both or not. Here also, there's another oil control valve for bank 2. You have your idler pulley, tensioner pulley here. Got an idler, alternator, AC compressor, another idler pulley. Got your harmonic balancer. Here's the oil filter adapter. And yeah, I kind of messed that up, but it's not horrible. I mean, you can see where the oil filter O-ring will seat here. So my biggest thing is when I put it back in there, I can either opt to remove it or just be cautious about when I put it in there. I think I'll just be cautious. I'm not worried about the outside edges here. Superficially, yeah, it may not look appealing, but it's not going to damage anything else. I just got to make sure I don't hit those threads. Yeah, I was hitting the compressor, but we're fine. It's not there isn't any damage. There's not that many sensors on here. Here's the crank sensor on bank 2. Here's the front of the motor. Here's our dipstick. Bank 2 sensor 1, O2 sensor. Bank 2 sensor 2, O2 sensor, the downstream. Got your catalytic converter here behind this joker. Here's the crank sensor right here between the bell housing of the transmission. It's held in by a 10mm bolt. We got our front mount bracket here. Front motor mount bracket. All right, let's take a look inside of there. Inside, you're gonna have some knock sensors sitting down in there. Oh, I overlooked the coolant temp sensor. Here's our coolant temp sensor right here. Here we go. You have where the upper radiator hose connects to. Thermostat. It's going to be located right here. It's thermostat. So there's our walk around. Let's pull this out. Let me see what this is. I swear it's like a cam sensor. I don't know if it's like a solenoid, like an actuating component or not. Let's pull that out. Oh, what is this? Goes in there. I'm about to pull that. I might pull that timing cover off. Might be a good idea to do a teardown video of this. I'll be honest, I've been working on cars for 10 plus years, and I've never ever had to pull a motor out for Nissan. There's so many other specialists out there, people that work on Nissans and Chevys, for example, Dodges, and this is my first time actually having to pull a motor out for a Nissan Maxima. And one of my biggest fears was like, I hope I never have to do a water pump on one of these things. But that was the older models when the water pump was integrated with the timing chain there. And it still probably is, obviously. I don't know. I'm gonna pull this out because I want to see what the water pump looked like. And I'm pretty sure the water, I think, because I got a car that's supposed to come by here. I have to diagnose that has like timing component problems. So I want to pull this down anyway, just to get familiar with the engine. So stay tuned for that video. We'll do a tear down. But as far as right now, I just want to show you what it was like to have to pull that, pull this engine out from the top. And there wasn't any videos online showing it. It's attainable. I did it. I'm going to put it back same way it came out. Just be a little bit more cautious. So it's possible. If I can do it, trust me, I ain't the smartest guy in the world. If I can do it, definitely somebody else will be able to do this. And yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do a basic pull down. I'm not going to totally disassemble this. I don't know. You know what? I say I'll do something and totally do something totally different. So this hose definitely, I hate these. It always gets so hard and brittle. So we'll see. Just look forward to this tear down video. I'm gonna keep this core, tear it down, see exactly what happened, and I guess for a learning experience on my behalf, maybe someone else can learn something from this too. So hit that link, subscribe to the channel, stay informed, and have a richness of my work. See you on the next one.